From the dawn of human thought to the complex questions of our digital age, philosophy has never stood still, but continued to evolve. Philosophy unfolds in four great movements: ancient, medieval, modern, and contemporary. Each period is not just a timeline. It is a shift in how human beings understand reality, truth, God, knowledge, and themselves. We begin with the ancient period, the birthplace of philosophy as we know it. In ancient philosophy, the central question was simple yet profound. What is the stuff from which the world came to be? Or, what is the nature of reality? Before science, before theology as a formal discipline, early thinkers looked at the world and asked, what is everything made of? What is the ultimate substance behind change? The earliest philosophers, often called the pre-Socratics, rejected mythological explanations and turned to reason. Thales believed everything came from water. Anaximander said it's air, while Anaximenes said it's infinite, boundless instead. Heraclitus argued that everything is in constant flux. Change is the only constant. Parmenides, on the other hand, denied change entirely, insisting that reality is one and unchanging. For Pythagoras, it was numbers. Democritus attributed it to Adam. Yet these thinkers weren't just guessing, they were laying the groundwork for rational inquiry. Then came Socrates, a turning point in philosophical history. He shifted attention away from the cosmos and toward the human person. Instead of asking what the world is made of, he asked, how should we live? What is virtue? What is justice? Through questioning, relentless, uncomfortable questioning, he exposed ignorance and forced people to think deeply about their beliefs. His method, the Socratic method, remains one of the most powerful tools of critical thinking today. Plato, his student, took philosophy to another level. He proposed that reality exists in two realms: the physical world we see and a higher world of forms, perfect, eternal, unchanging ideas. According to Plato, what we perceive is only a shadow of true reality. His famous allegory of the cave illustrates this. Most people live chained to illusions, mistaking shadows for truth. Aristotle, Plato's student, rejected this dualism. He grounded philosophy in observation and logic. For Aristotle, reality is not divided. It is here, in the world we experience. He developed systems of logic, ethics, politics, and metaphysics that shaped Western thought for centuries. His idea of the golden mean, virtue as balance between extremes, still influences ethical thinking today. But then, the world changed. As the Roman Empire declined and Christianity rose, philosophy entered a new phase, the medieval period. Here, the central question shifted dramatically. How do we reconcile reason with faith? Medieval philosophy was deeply intertwined with religion, especially Christianity, though Islamic and Jewish philosophers also played crucial roles. The focus was no longer just on the natural world, but on the existence of God, problem of evil, creation, and salvation. One of the most influential figures of this period was Augustine. He merged Christian theology with Platonic philosophy, arguing that truth is found not just in the external world, but within the soul illuminated by God. For Augustine, faith precedes understanding. Believe so that you may understand. Thomas Aquinas, through his famous 5 Ways, he attempted to prove the existence of God using reason alone. The medieval period, therefore, was a period of synthesis, a deep attempt to unite human reason with divine revelation. But eventually, tensions began to grow. Thinkers started to question the authority of tradition and the dominance of religious frameworks. This led to the modern period, which begins with doubt. René Descartes, often called the father of modern philosophy, decided to question everything. He doubted his senses, his beliefs, even reality itself, until he reached one undeniable truth. I think, therefore I am. From this foundation, he tried to rebuild knowledge with certainty. Descartes placed the thinking subject, the self, at the center of philosophy. This shift marked the rise of epistemology, the study of knowledge. Philosophers began asking, how do we know what we know? Two opposing schools of rationalism and empiricism then emerged. While rationalism claims we know through reason, empiricism, on the other hand, claims that experience or sense perception. Empiricists like John Locke argued that knowledge comes from experience. The mind, he said, is a blank slate at birth, shaped by sensory input. George Berkeley pushed this further, claiming that reality itself depends on perception. To be is to be perceived. But as Enlightenment progressed, confidence in reason began to crack. This brings us to the contemporary period of philosophy, which centered on man and his existence. One major movement is existentialism. Philosophers like Soren Kierkegaard, Friedrich Nietzsche, Jean-Paul Sartre, and Albert Camus focus on individual existence, freedom, and meaning. Nietzsche declared that God is dead, not as a literal statement, but as a recognition that traditional sources of meaning had lost their power. Sartre argued that existence precedes essence. We are not born with a fixed nature. We create ourselves through our choices. Another major movement is phenomenology, founded by Edmund Husserl and developed by Martin Heidegger. This approach studies conscious experience as it is lived, rather than as an abstract object. Heidegger, in particular, explored what it means to be, emphasizing human existence as being in the world. And that is the journey, from the ancient search for nature reality, to the medieval quest to reconcile faith and reason, to the modern obsession with knowledge and certainty, to the contemporary exploration of meaning, language, and power. Philosophy has never stopped asking questions. But here's the truth. These periods are not just historical categories. They are living ways of thinking that still shape how you see the world today. When you question reality, you are echoing the ancients. When you wrestle with belief and doubt, you step into the medieval mind. When you demand evidence and certainty, you think like the moderns. And when you question meaning, identity, and truth itself, you are living in a contemporary world. Philosophy is not in the past. It is happening right now. In you, subscribe and share your comments below, as we hope to bring you another interesting topic in Philosophical Discuss.